Hi, Miss Geegan Big Reds. How you doing? Michelle Skidema here. Today I'm going to show you how to go through Google Classroom. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get logged into our ClassLink. Once we are inside the Big Red portal inside the ClassLink, we are going to find Google Classroom. If it happens to show you a screen like this, make sure you select the correct class. And if you have a blue button that asks you to join, go ahead and click that for your teacher. Today, I'm going to show you around inside a class made by one of our Marquette teachers. And at the top, the first thing you're going to notice is these three words. The first one is called the stream, and anything that appears in the stream will be on the front page, the page you enter, and it's kind of like an announcements page. This should not be the place where you find your assignments. All assignments should appear inside the classwork tab, this one. Stream is really used for announcements and even to let you know if a teacher has posted something. So let's take a look inside classwork. Okay, it is typical to have a heading up top where you will see maybe the week's date. And I see as this view your work. In view your work, I see I have 3 things assigned and there are no due dates on these 3 things. So let's take a look. I'm going to go back a minute, and a typical lesson will look something like this, and I'll have to click to expand. And then you'll see that there is some information and a Google Slides for this example that I'll need to click to open. And when I do that, click, it'll take me into the Google Slides. This teacher has made a copy just for me so that I can type inside the slides like right here. I can move these boxes up and down, and when I'm all done, in this case friends, when I'm all done with Google Slides is different. You'll have to tab back and you're going to see a turn in button, or if you need to, you are going to use the share button where you would share it with your teacher. And this teacher who made it is Catherine Lohman. I would type in K for Catherine, L for Lohman, and all staff have the same format for their email. The letter of their first name, the letter of their last name, and you should be able to find it. Okay. So I'm going to come back, and if I click on the heading, you'll notice how it shrinks, it minimizes, and if I click it, it expands. Sometimes you'll even have to scroll down, or you'll have to look a little farther to see the information. So this one, Truths About You, also has a slide and a doc. Let's quickly take a look at what was posted. Click. Okay, again, it tells me to do something on the slide. So in order to do that, I would click down to the next slide. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 slides with this assignment. And I could either share it with my teacher, but I know my teacher wants me to use the turn in button. And I'm going to come back here to the docs assignment. And I see I've got some math assessment, some work that I need to do. And Google Docs is really special because they give you the turn in button. So I know the answer to this is 90. And once I completed all my work, I can use the turn in button to turn this into my teacher. Google Docs has a turn in button. Awesome. Okay, so because the 2 assignments were together, it's asking you to turn both of them in at the same time. All right, when you're ready to submit, turn it in. Got it. So what that means is that I can turn it in. It'll be right here. Awesome. Make sure that you turn it in, friends. And if you have any private comments, you can say something like, I really struggled with this. You can tell your teacher if you had any problems. I didn't understand slide 2. If you need to give a private comment, this will go only to your teacher. And send it. Okay, there you see my private comment. Okay, friends, let's finish up here. So again, we click on the heading to minimize and expand, and right here the same is true, to minimize or expand. This time I see I have a Google form, and this will be a questionnaire. When I click on the Google form, it's going to ask me if I know things like internal plant and animal structures are on the inside. Is that true? I think so. So whatever I think the answers are, I'm going to need to make sure that I follow the correct steps. And when I get to the bottom, as I select next, I need to, oh look, I didn't do it right. It's a required question. I have to fill it in. I can't move forward. When you get to the very end, you press submit to turn it in. All right, here we go. One of the things I might also want to see is people. Who is in my class? And right now I see my teacher, but I also see some of my classmates. And if I needed to email my teacher, I could click on the mail option and it'll open it up for me and it'll allow me to email my teacher. And then I can send a message right to her. Please, I can say help. The subject line, this line just before the teacher's name, asks you to give a short informational heading on what this is about. So I need help, okay? So I might say, I didn't understand the assignment, and whatever else I'm going to say, and I'm going to send it. But the more specific you are, the better your teacher can help you. You would select send. And the last thing I might want to pay attention to is the grades button. So you would click on that to see your own personal grades if your teacher has entered anything inside the Google Classroom. Okay, don't forget to use these buttons to navigate. And if your teacher offers you a topic side, remember you could even click on the topics in order to see what's happening in whatever section that it says here. Okay, good luck and have fun.